Hey, my name is James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this week's news, we have so much to go through. As always, we had a bombshell on Friday. We finally got an update on the Renters' Rights Bill, and it was a very positive update with some massive changes, huge changes to the Renters' Rights Bill and what that means for people. So make sure you stick around to find out what's going on with that. We talk about a lender that put rates below 4%. We talk about mortgages going to 50 years. Rent arrears are at crisis levels now. And there's a lot of landlords that don't really know about EPCs and the problems you might have very soon with that one. So stick around. If you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We're on the way to 38,000 subscribers. And let's get some more views on this video here. Smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm and means you're just an all-round great person if you do it. So what's going on? Well, first off, let's talk about EPCs. Half of landlords don't know about the new EPC rules that are coming up. I've done a video on that a few days ago. Go and check that out if you don't know. Basically, it's energy performance certificates. The government is saying in 2026, they're going to change the way that they figure out these EPCs and what they mean for you guys. And they're bringing forward to 2028, if you've got a new tenancy, you've got to have it up to a level C, and the amount that you've got to spend on it is at 15 grand, up from £10,000. This is a big concern for landlords. It's a reason why a lot of people are leaving the market. So go and check out the content and find out all about that. If you watch that video, there's an ebook, a free ebook on there as well, which you can get. So let's talk mortgages. What's going on with mortgages this week? So mortgages, we've got some good news. We've got HSBC has cut rates to 3.98%. There's a catch though. The catch is that you've got to have one of their premium banking accounts. You need to earn 100 grand a year or have 100 grand in savings. Now, if you've got that account is pretty good. You get free travel insurance and stuff like that. Very, very good and important. But the rate, you also got to have a 40% deposit. So it is an option for people. They did also cut their other rates for mere mortals that don't have that money, most of us, right? That don't just have that money lying around. And that is that you get 4.07% with that one. So that's good. We did an in-depth video this week, which was really popular as well. So check this one out, where we talked about what mortgages will be like in the future. I talked about the need for green mortgages. They're already out. That means that people will give you a better rate if you've got an energy efficient property. I talked about mortgage lengths going from 25 years, which is the standard now, up to 40 years, which is already here. 80% of lenders are doing 40-year mortgages. There's a lender doing 45-year mortgages. And I believe that you'll start seeing very soon 50-year, 60-year and 70-year mortgages that you'll pass on to your kids or whoever inherits the property. Now, there's a problem with a 70-year mortgage. You're not going to pay it down very quickly. It's very close to being an interest-only mortgage. And the point of these is that the bank makes the monthly payment affordable. And that's what their goal is, to keep you in debt as long as they can. And they make good money for a very prolonged period of time. That is something to really understand and watch and join in with the conversation in the comments. That's where we're talking about mortgages. So that's important. What about rent arrears? Rent arrears are not great at the moment. And they are up 44% at the moment. And that makes sense. We've got a cost of living crisis. We've got inflation coming back. Rents went up at 10% in a year pretty much, and it is at a biting point now. Now, we did have a slight reprieve in London. Rents did dip marginally in London this month. Not a lot, but a tiny little smidge. It means that that market might have capped out for a few months now, but when you see what's happening in the Renters' Rights Bill, I'm certain that rents are going to go through the roof in the next 12 months, and I'll tell you why in a second. So that's rents, and that's what's going on in that scenario. Then the biggest news of the week was the Renters' Rights Bill. It was a huge update in that, and it really took us by surprise. It's a very popular video. In fact, it's why the news got swapped to another day this week, so you guys could see the Renters' Rights Bill content as soon as it came out. But in short, they're abolishing Section 21, but there's a delay on it, a massive delay. And they're saying if you're a landlord with less than 5 properties, or 5, then you can still use Section 21. So that encompasses most landlords. Huge amounts of landlords will still be able to use them. If you've got 6 or more properties, they're saying you can use the Section 21 for now, but when we've got the courts ready, they've delayed it, that's the delay here, then at that point, you're going to have to wait and you won't be able to use a Section 21. So for now, indefinitely, until the courts are ready, which I don't think will happen anytime soon, that's going to make a difference. There's also rent caps. That's a surprise. There are rent caps in the Renters' Rights Bill now. In fact, I've done an ebook update. So if you click on the description below, grab the ebook. It's got all the details on the Renters' Rights Bill and the new updates as well included in that already. And in that, we talk about the rent caps, or it talks about the rent caps, what's going on. They're saying that you're only going to be able to increase rent in line with inflation for 4 years, meaning if inflation is 2%, that's your maximum increase. Now, here's where the problem comes with that. They did this in Scotland. They put rental caps in Scotland. And prior to that, everyone rushed to get their rents up to market rent. Because let's just say market rent's £1,200 on your flat, but you're only charging £800 because you've got a good tenant that you trust and like. You're going to put that rent up because otherwise you're going to be stuck. If you needed to increase it, you're going to be stuck to increase it by inflation. So that is a problem for tenants. What else is there? 12-month tenancy is back. We're going to talk about that. We talk about that in the video. Student accommodation tenancies are fixed for that as well. That's a good one that they sorted there. What else have they got here? Restrictions on having a guarantor. You can't have a guarantor on the property unless there's a reason for it. Maybe the tenant falls short of affordability checks. That would allow you to do it. There's a big update on estate agents. They're going to have to get trained and have qualifications in order to rent out your property. That's good because it stops the wild west of property agents. For good agents, it's not a problem. For bad agents, that might weed some of those out. That is good. What else have they got in there? No notice. This is a good one. The tenant can't give you notice until 4 months now. Initially, they were saying the tenant could give you 2 months notice at any time, meaning they could move in for a day, give you 2 months notice and leave within 2 months. They can't now. They've got to stay for 4 months. At 4 months, they give you 2 months notice, meaning they've got to stay for 6 months. That is a very big difference. You can also take rent up front again, which was getting outlawed. I mean, really what you need to do is go and check out the video on the Renters' Rights Bill. You'll be shocked at all the changes that they're proposing compared to what I've been talking about for the last 6 months. This is huge changes in the Renters' Rights Bill. So it's probably the biggest news this year so far. Do go and check that out. Grab the ebook on it. That's it for this week. Is there anything I've missed? Comment below. Let me know what we should be talking about. Next week, we've got house price data again already and lots more that we'll be talking about. Do smash like, do subscribe, share this video. Check out all the other content on my channel as well, including this video right here.